Have you ever looked out of an airplane window and noticed its shape? Always round, oval, or slightly curved, but never square. Strange, right? Why not just make them square like the windows in your house? Well, it turns out the shape of a plane's windows has everything to do with safety, history, and a series of deadly lessons that forever changed aviation. In the early days of commercial aviation in the 1930s and 40s, aircraft like the Douglas DC-3 were smaller, slower, and flew at lower altitudes. Their windows, mostly rectangular. It wasn't really a big deal because planes weren't pressurized, meaning there was no massive pressure difference between the cabin and the outside air. But as technology advanced, airlines wanted faster, higher-flying planes. This meant cabins had to be pressurized so passengers could breathe and travel comfortably at 30,000 feet, and that's where things went wrong. Enter the de Havilland Comet, the world's first commercial jet airliner, launched in 1952. It was sleek, fast, and luxurious, truly ahead of its time. But it had square windows. Then, in the mid-1950s, disaster struck. Several comets tragically broke apart mid-flight. After long investigations, engineers discovered the culprit: the square windows. Why? The sharp corners of square windows created what engineers call stress concentration points. Imagine bending a piece of paper. If there's a cut or corner, the tear spreads from there. At 30,000 feet, with the constant cycle of pressurization and depressurization, tiny cracks began forming at the corners. Over time, those cracks grew until the entire fuselage failed. The result? Catastrophic mid-air explosions. Engineers quickly realized that round or oval windows spread out the stress evenly across their shape. No sharp corners, no concentrated stress points. Think of a balloon. When you blow it up, the air pressure inside is evenly distributed. That's exactly how round airplane windows work. They're safer under pressure. Today, every commercial airplane, whether it's a Boeing 737, Airbus A350, or even the giant Airbus A380, has rounded windows. The curves may vary, but the principle remains the same. Curves save lives. But it's not just about safety. Round windows also improve aerodynamics, reducing drag on the aircraft's fuselage, enhance structural strength by minimizing weak spots. Aesthetics, let's be honest, they just look sleeker. There's even a passenger comfort factor. Rounded windows give a more natural, less claustrophobic feel when you're staring out at the endless sky, or maybe just watching the wing flex like crazy in turbulence. Did you know? The Boeing 787 Dreamliner has the largest passenger windows of any airliner, and yes, they're still round, just elongated vertically. Military planes, private jets, and even spacecraft like the International Space Station's cupola module also use rounded windows for the same reasons: safety under pressure. After the Comet disasters, the aviation industry never went back to square designs. It became one of aviation's most important engineering lessons, shaping safety standards we still follow today. So, next time you're in seat 17A and you think, why can't I have a nice square picture frame window view? Remember, those rounded corners are literally keeping you in one piece at 35,000 feet. Why are airplane windows round and not square? Because aviation is written in lessons, sometimes tragic ones. The Comet's square windows taught engineers a rule they'll never forget. When it comes to flying safely, curves are stronger than corners. So next time you gaze out of your round window at the clouds, know this: its shape isn't just design, it's survival.